100-odd years, 100 years ago, a living man walked the earth, saw the sunset glow, loved, and in turn was loved, felt and heard music stirring in his soul, coming from whence all music comes. I was that man. Then came a period when, try as I would, I could create nothing to satisfy me. I was faced with the possibility that the well of inspiration had run dry. That year I had written only 3 songs, was in debt to my publishers for a considerable amount. Time for my wife Jane. She had tried to hide her concern, but as the weeks passed without fruitfulness from my pen, she resolved to follow a course of action she knew would not be to my liking, but changed her mind. Somehow she didn't know how to tell me. Jane, Marion, my baby, were the only bright spots in my life, my only encouragement. I watched my wife comb her lovely hair, which was always a source of wonderment to me, truly a crowning glory. And from the day she became my wife, I had inwardly vowed that someday I would place precious jewels in her hair for all the world to see. But that day seemed far off.
Stephen, I've been thinking. I know it's been a difficult period for you, dear. I've been offered a position. Oh, darling, please try to understand. I know it's unheard of, a woman working, but we're in debt, and I want to help. Because I believe in you, darling.
Never had anything shocked me more. My wife working? It was unthinkable. And who had the audacity to propose such an idea to Jane?
Richard has arranged for me to study telegraphy for a position with the Pennsylvania Railroad.
In a moment of blind, unreasonable rage, I accused her of a lingering interest in Richard, my former rival.
Stephen.
Jane, Richard Adams is here. He wants to see you.
I forbade her to see him. She tried to reason with me, but I was beyond all reasoning.
Of course I'll do as you wish, Stephen. But at least I can be courteous and give him my answer.
I felt only the keen sting of hurt pride, leaving Jane no other course but to disobey. In a state of unreasoning temperament, I left my home, my wife, and family, and went to New York. And there, in the cheapest kind of quarters, harried by debt, too proud to accept the aid of my wife, I worked desperately, endeavoring to recapture my lost gift. My trip to New York proved an unbearable trial. Alone, without funds, it was impossible to concentrate. Weeks went by, in which I wrote nothing.
Stephen, we cannot advance any more of the firm's money for songs you haven't written. Here's something to tide you over. Don't lose hope, Stephen. These unfruitful periods come to all creative people. You'll get your old spark back. I'm sure of it. Do you really believe that? I'm trying to, Rob. But I don't know. Something's happened to Stephen.
The item about Richard Adams and his bride brought me to my senses. At that moment, I realized I wanted nothing more in the world than to ask my wife's forgiveness. Courtship, I became articulate only in song.
I see her tripping where the bright streams play, happy as the daisies that dance on her way.
I addressed to my wife a copy of the number I had just written in the hopes that this declaration would bring her forgiveness. A second copy was sent to my publishers, Firth Pond and Company.
Many were the bright dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I see her tripping where the bright streams play, happy as the daisies that dance on her way. Many were the wild notes her merry voice would pour, many were the blithe birds that warbled them o'er. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a vapor on the soft summer air. I sigh for Jeannie when the daylight fades, when twilight shadows haunt the dewy glades, and when the stars adorn the midnight skies. None can compare with her own dear eyes. Many were the wild
guess that's the way it happened. And with my return home came the old power to create music.